How to sell an abandoned house. If you have an abandoned property like a house, there are a few ways to go about selling it. As a property owner, you can list it with a real estate agent, attempt to sell it yourself, or work with a cash home buyer like Eagle Cash Buyers. Selling abandoned houses through a real estate agent may not be the best option, as it can be difficult to find a buyer willing to take on a fixer-upper. And even if you are able to find a buyer, the process of going through traditional channels can take months or even years. Selling an abandoned home yourself may seem as a good idea at first, but unless you have experience in real estate, it's likely that you won't get the best price for your property. The best way to sell an abandoned house is to work with a cash home buyer like Eagle Cash Buyers. They are experienced in dealing with properties that need work and can close on your timeline. Plus, they offer a fair cash offer with no repairs and commissions required. To get into details in selling an abandoned home fast, check more details below. Get the property in good condition. If you're going to sell an abandoned house, you'll need to get it in good condition. This means making any necessary repairs, cleaning up the property, and making sure it is safe and habitable. It is important to get the property in good condition because it will be easier to sell. A well-maintained property will generate more interest from potential buyers and ultimately lead to a quicker sale. Additionally, any necessary repairs should be made before putting the property on the market in order to avoid any complications during the sales process. Lastly, making sure the property is safe and habitable is crucial in order to protect both the buyers and the sellers involved in the transaction. Set a competitive price. When setting a price for an abandoned house, it's important to be competitive. You don't want to set a price that is too high, as this will deter potential buyers. Note that an abandoned property or a vacant property has lower property values. However, you also don't want to set a price that is too low, as this could leave you with little or no profit after making repairs and paying taxes and fees. It is important to set a competitive price when selling an abandoned house in the housing market because it will generate more interest for potential buyers. A well-priced home will generate more interest and ultimately lead to a quicker sale. Additionally, setting a competitive price will help you avoid any complications during the sales process. Lastly, making sure the property is priced correctly is crucial in order to protect both the buyers and sellers involved in the sales process. Decide how to sell. Once you've repaired and cleaned up the property, it's time to decide how you're going to sell it. You can list the property for sale with a real estate agent, or you can try to sell it yourself. If you are selling the property yourself, you'll need to market the property and show it to potential buyers. This could be a time-consuming and difficult process, but it can save you money on commissions and fees. If you want to sell an abandoned house easier, you can sell it using a home cash buyer. Eagle Cash Buyers is a reliable and professional home buyer that can help you sell your house fast. They don't charge commissions or fees, and they buy houses in cash, so you can avoid the hassle of dealing with real estate agents and closing costs. Close the deal. Once you've reached an agreement with a buyer, it's time to close the deal. This process can vary depending on your state and local laws, but typically involves signing a sales contract and transferring ownership of the property through a deed or legal document. Closing the deal is an important step in the process of selling an abandoned house because it finalizes the transaction and transfer ownership of the property. This process can vary depending on the state and local laws, but typically involves signing a sales contract and transferring ownership of the property through a deed or legal document. Pay any outstanding debts or liens. Before you can officially sell an abandoned house, you'll need to pay off any outstanding debts and liens against the property. This includes things like back taxes, mortgage payments, utility bills, HOA dues, and code enforcement fines. Once these debts are paid off, you'll be able to sell the house without any legal issues. Paying off any outstanding debts or liens against the property is important because it clears the title of the property. This means that there will be no legal issues when selling the house, and the new owner will not have to worry about any unpaid debts. Additionally, paying off these debts shows that you are responsible and committed to selling the property, which will instill confidence in potential buyers. Conclusion: Selling an abandoned house can be difficult and time-consuming process, but it is possible to do it yourself. You'll need to repair and clean up the property, set a competitive price, and decide how you're going to sell it. Once you've reached an agreement with a buyer, you'll need to close the deal and pay off any outstanding debts and liens against the property. With some hard work and dedication, you can successfully sell an abandoned house.